All right, morning. It is April 12th, and we are walking out of town. Today should be our last full day of hiking. We hope to get through the barracks up close to Checkerboard Mesa. So if we do like 24 miles today, we'll have 4 miles-ish to finish tomorrow. But it's cold. It's supposed to drop down to like 18 degrees tonight. Finishing the trail as we started it, so we hope to get that river ford of the East Virgin River out of the way today. So we're leaving town a little after 8. Hope we can crank it out. So last full day of hiking, potentially. So let's go get it. We're walking up towards Squirrel Creek, which should be a little trail that connects us in a 2-track. They'll connect us close to the barracks. All right. All right, so we should now be theoretically on Squirrel Creek Trail. I say in theory because I think it's just a wash. I'm gonna stop believing my maps when it tells me there's a single track trail. I'm gonna just stop hoping. But yeah, we're on Squirrel Creek Trail. Should be on this for a few miles, somewhere in there. All right, maybe I'm just a little jaded from the Hayduke when it says trail and there's not trail. There's something here, but we shall see how long it lasts. Whew, still chilly this morning. When we got outside, it was like 30s. It should get up to like low 40s today during the day. Then we got one more cold night, real cold night. Hayduke can't let us finish easy, can it? No, it cannot. You keep doing what you want to do? I don't know. I'm not going anywhere near your kids. I'm just trying to go down the trail, guys. That's all I'm trying to do. All right, so Squirrel Creek Trail, the cows chewed out a lot of the tracks, so just stay on your R's and W's, check your maps. There is good track, but there's a lot of other good tracks around too that look plausible because of the cows, so just stay on your R's and W's. All right, I was wondering when Squirrel Creek was gonna get steep. There she goes. Whew. All right, so this cooler marks the top of the Squirrel Trail. Hopefully it's actually gone by the time you come here or if you hike this. Canyon Mountain Trail continues that way. The Squirrel Trail goes this way and starts dropping down. I think we connect back into 2-track in like 2 miles. Good little climb near the end there. Climbed a little over 1,000 feet. So yeah, might wait up here for Z. I was down there getting water, see if I got any service. So yeah, top of the Squirrel Trail, and we follow the Squirrel Trail back down a little bit to find 2-track. Honestly, the 2-track might even start here. Who knows? All right. So I started seeing Z's footprints in front of me, and eventually I caught up to him. Somehow he Houdini'd in front. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. There's only one route you could take unless you bushwhacked. Z bushwhacking up cliffs and stuff. Let's see how you play. Alright, so after Squirrel Trail, once you connect to this 2-track, it's pretty roller coastery. I think we're about to drop out of it into this like wash area, but you have a mile or two of roller coasters. Alright, so the route wants us to bushwhack for a mile through Shane's Creek. You could take this road, but the road's 2.5 miles. Honestly, I don't know what's quicker. I haven't seen Z behind me, so I don't know where he is. Might try the bushwhack, just see how it plays out, I guess. So just gotta head that way. So let's go check that out. Alright, so I'm just gonna walk the road. That bushwhack looks pretty hellacious. One with the junies, really thick junies everywhere. And two, just looks really thick. So road's about a mile longer, but honestly, it's kind of a wash where you would go quicker, the road or the wash, because with those junies, you're not moving quickly. So I'm gonna just take the road. It's about a 1.2 bushwhack, and the road will probably come out to a little over 2 miles to get to the spot. Don't really know which one's faster. I'm just gonna take the road though, because I don't want to go through those thick junies. So we'll see. Alright, so connecting back into the regular Duke. I believe this is the road 18 it wants us to take. So here we go. Another 1.5-ish to connect where that schwack took you to. So might have been a little bit longer than I thought originally, but still, I think it's going to turn out better than the schwack. I almost can guarantee Z took the schwack. So if he's faster, might see him up there. If I don't see footprints, we'll probably take a very, very quick lunch at the junction, because we have now, it's like 1:55, so we have 6 hours of daylight to do 10 more miles, but a good amount of those miles are down in the Virgin River, so that's going to be slow. And with the temperature getting down to 18 degrees tonight, really, really would prefer to get through that river section. So, alright, gonna keep bang-ranging. Alright, so it's 2:20, and I'm about quarter to a half a mile from where the bushwhack connected in. And believe it or not, I saw a car on here that just drove by, so I asked him if there's a bearded man in front of me, and there is. So Z took the bushwhack. I had a feeling he does not like extra miles. So he's about a quarter mile ahead, which is interesting. So I'll either catch him taking a quick lunch break, or he's on the same train of thought as I am, that just bang-a-rang the miles out and just push through. So, all right, gonna keep cranking. Probably looking into Zion, because the river runs parallel to this. So probably looking into it. That was the name I was trying to pronounce yesterday. Alright, so the bushwhack has begun, and I still never caught Z, so he wasn't taking lunch at the end of the road, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, the bushwhack has begun. Let's see where we go. Huh, there's a road. It's very curious. Just bushwhacked, and now there's a little road, or wilderness study area marker. I don't know if the Hayduke Trail, like GPX, actually drops into the canyon at where it should. I'm gonna explore a little bit, because where it drops in, the top of lines looks super tight. Maybe on the right side, so yeah, gonna do a little exploring. Woo! Need to tape my toe. So where the Hayduke GPX line is, we're fairly close. There's a little pseudo single track. Let's see how it pans out. See how it pans out. Well, look who I found. Z. I found him on the down climb. So the down climb, follow the cairns. It's a little hard. The green line is over there, but the down climb's here. So just take a gander for it. You'll find it. But now that we're in the riverbed, we have about 4 miles left, a little bit more, to get to 1, our camp spot, and 2, that up climb, which with the alt, once you go through the narrows, doesn't look too bad. So East Virgin River, here we are. All right, quick lunch, because don't want to be fording this as it keeps getting colder. It's already cold enough. But as soon as we start, we get to start with the ford, because looks like the bank's on the other side. Let's see how cold it is. Yeah, that's ice. That is ice cold. Oh yeah, bud. Oh yeah. So we have 5 miles of that. Do not want to be doing that tomorrow, because tonight's going to be getting down to 18. So 18 degrees, if you didn't catch my drift. So 5 more miles, a little bit before 4 o'clock. Mile per hour pace, hoping to stick above that. We'll see how it is. I don't think it should be. I'm not going to say it, because then it will happen. So yeah, let's go. "13 hours away at 1:30?
Yeah.
Oh.
So she's saying she should be there by the morning.
Sweet. Beautiful. I'm digging this canyon, folks. First 2 miles have been pretty cruisy. You ford knee-high deepest. We've heard it gets steeper, but so far, just been cruisy, baby. Beautiful. Oh, buddy. That's pretty. Oh! I think this is where our true wading begins. It gets a little deeper than I want. All right, so it's about 5:30 and the water is starting to get deeper and the air temp is starting to get colder. So we have about 1.5 miles left of this, and we've heard that it gets deeper the farther we get into it. So if we can do that 1.5 miles in an hour, I'd be super happy. Get done with the river around 6:30. I'd be pretty stoked. Granted, you really never know how long some of this stuff takes, so we shall see. But we have 1.5 miles. Last part of the river for us is called the Narrows, and I'm pretty sure the Narrows is the deepest part. So again, we shall see. We shall see. Beautiful. Beautiful. Here we go. Into another one. Into another one. This one's got some deep pockets of water. Be on the lookout. I'm not positive, but this may be that obstacle that was listed in the guidebook, but the water's changed its trajectory, so I'm gonna go check it out and see what we can do. All right, don't know yet if that was it, but you don't have to go that way through the deep pools. You can go that way on this other side of the rock. So if you were going our way, it would be your right side, and avoid swimming. But I think this might actually be it. So let's go check it out. Well, I think we found it. There's a waterfall. Somehow we got to get around it. Well, that waterfall was super gnar. I am completely soaked from head to toe. I took this stuff off and put it in my pack. I think Z's got a video of me going down it, so I'll try to put it in here. That was scary. You get going fast. I wasn't able to film Z because I was still swimming and in shock when he went down. That waterfall, be ready for that obstacle. It is not fun. Maybe on a hot day, it might be a little bit better, but it is like a little after 6 now, and it is cold. Whew. Less than a mile to our up climb out. Thank God. Jeez. All right. That's what the Hayduke wants you to do. Fat man's misery right there. It wants you to go up that. No. No, no, no. We're going that way. Fuck, it's cold. All right, so this is the alternate route out of the canyon instead of Fat Man's Crevasse. It looks way more forgiving, so up we go. Up we go. You can see Z right there. The alt is not an easy route out. It is straight rock walls. It looks like there's benches there, but you gotta rock climb steep chutes. Take a picture of this and then just increase the grade and go straight up. Oh, bud. All right, it is 7:12 and we've made camp. So cairns continue to go this way. We got about 300 more feet to climb up, but trying to tuck ourselves out of the wind because tonight's supposed to get down to 18 degrees. That's why the waterfall was super fun, because we did it at like 6 o'clock, which in all honesty, it could have been way worse. If we were a little bit slower today, could have ended up doing that at 7, and that would have been dangerous in a new realm. It was starting to get to that point that every part of the body was freezing. So yeah, 7:12, last camp of the Hayduke. We're about 4 miles from the end. Just have to walk up Checkerboard Mesa, and we end at Highway 9 / the beginning of the East Rim Trail, because we can't go those 11 miles on the East Rim Trail to Weeping Rock because they've been super closed for a super long time. Didn't check the maps. And Magpie should be there. She was able to send Z a message through the Garmin since I didn't have service today. Before he left town, I told her to message him because I was a little worried because I hadn't heard from her. And she had about 12 hours of driving apparently at like 1:30. So knowing her, she'll be there bright and early for us. I told her we'll probably be there at like 10 a.m. Probably break camp 7 or 8, at least when the sun comes up, because it's going to be cold, 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 cold. We're ending the Hayduke as we started it, frozen solid. If you guys know, today is April 12th, and if you guys follow any of the weather, I think all over the country, the weather's being really, really funky. So yeah, that climb, that river, beautiful first few miles. Waterfall makes it rough, and then the climb up, not terrible. Doesn't feel like you're going to fall and die, but it's at least physically difficult. I wouldn't even want to know what the Fat Man's Misery is about. So yeah. Also, once you get up to the top too, the benches climbing up here weren't exactly made me super happy. But yeah, April 12th, gonna climb into the tent here shortly and try to get everything warm, switch into some long johns. It is cold, 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 cold. You can probably see the shaking of the camera. All right, last Dookie Duke camp spot. Woohoo!